Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Do you want to introduce yourself to everybody?
Hi, my name is Paula. I am here in Barcelona just for the weekend, and I have a little podcast called Knitting Pitinglis, and that's where you find me. I'm just a knitter.
Great. And a podcaster.
And a podcaster, yeah, I suppose.
What do you do when you're not knitting or podcasting?
I have 2 children that keep me quite busy, and I'm a Spanish teacher as well. So I teach Spanish in Ireland. I used to work in a kindergarten for 12 years, so that's why.
Wow.
So I know about kids.
Yes.
A lot.
Yeah. My next question is, will you teach me Spanish?
I can, of course I can, Jen.
I've tried, but, I get nervous when I have to pronounce something. I don't know what it is, but
there's enough Americans who speak Spanish.
I actually took Spanish in high school, so I knew some, and then I took a big break.
And you never practiced.
And I didn't practice. For a while, I didn't have anyone to practice with, and so,
You can have chats.
Yeah. How did your maker journey begin?
Oh, Jesus, that's a lot of years ago.
Yeah.
My mom, who also has a big podcast, knitted always. It tried to teach me a million times, and he never
like me trying to learn Espanol.
Exactly. And then my granny crocheted. And so and we all learned crochet with her. I got pregnant with my first child. We all started knitting and crocheting again, trying to make things for them.
Yeah.
So I started with crocheting, and I crochet as much as I could, and I got sick of it nearly. No offense to the crochet. I still try to do crochet every now and then. But then during the pandemic, I had another baby, and I had time, and the baby was really good. So I actually had time, and I did a couple of courses on knitting. And there didn't have my mom there to fix the easels, so I had to actually learn to fix what mistakes I made, and it was when I actually started learning, because I had to do it myself, and now I barely stopped.
Yeah, I feel like that's the best way to learn knitting and crochet is to make mistakes and then learn how to fix it.
Yeah.
And I still am learning that stuff all the time.
And I say, my aunt is learning to knit now, and she keeps saying, no, but I can rip it. Yeah, rip it. Frog as much as you need to frog. Yeah. But that's how you're going to learn.
Tell us about your podcast.
So I have only done a few episodes, but I try to get the English patterns, which are more accessible to Spanish knitters. So I give a few tips about what patterns to follow, and bits of vocabulary. I was talking to them about frogging, about F-phones and whips, for example.
Oh, yes.
Yes, because I also recommend podcasts in English that are easy to get people to understand. Because if you are listening English on something that you are interested in, you're going to learn it quicker because you know what they are talking about. So start watching podcasts in Spanish.
Okay. We've got to,
Not mine, I speak too fast.
I'll get there someday, yeah.
But yeah, because you also know what they are talking about, so it's quite easy to kind of follow. Irish knitter, Jonathan Days, he lives in London, but he's Irish.
Okay.
And he follows the normal pattern of finished objects, work in progress, and he gives a lot of details.
That's a good tip.
Yeah,
great. Okay, we're asking this to everybody.
Okay.
So, and it's a lot of people have had a hard time answering it.
Oh, great.
So, if you could craft anywhere in the world, and you could take one person, and it could be a friend, a family member, or somebody famous.
Okay.
They don't have to know how to knit or crochet, whatever you're doing. You can teach them. Where would you go, and who would you take with you?
I would probably go to Australia. I know New Zealand, but I haven't met Australia yet.
Yeah.
And that's going to sound really cheesy, but at the moment I don't have much time with my husband, so I will take him with me.
Oh, I love that.
We have 2 little kids. Oh, Jesus, he doesn't understand my podcast. He's Irish. Oh, he can actually understand this. So he's going to be traumatized. Never mind. But yeah, I think it would be nice to have a bit of time with him. So that would be nice.
That's so lovely.
A nice movie. My husband, Australia, to
perfect.
But
and then you could teach him how to knit.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get there.
Well, maybe try.
Yeah, I can.
what are you most excited about, or who are you most excited about seeing here at Barcelona
Oh,
Knits?
Jesus, if someone saw me earlier with Isabel Kramer, I was shaking.
Yes.
I was shaking. See, I think this is so, like, her patterns are just perfect for everybody, and they are so well displayed, and I'm sorry, but they're affordable as well.
Yeah.
So, so excited to see her, and then tomorrow I'm wearing one of her patterns, so I'll try to catch her again, but yeah, I'm so excited to see her. But then as well, also, some of my friends that I have been talking to for months or even years, because I live in Ireland, I don't see them. I can see someone in Madrid when I go to see my parents, but it's really rare. So I met so many knitters that I have been talking to for a long time. So that was really nice as well.
And that is one thing that I love about these festivals. And I mean, I didn't know who I would see here that I knew, because, the Making App community is global. All of us are in the United States, right?
Yeah.
But Amy's here, obviously, and seeing her is always great. And then I ran into James Watts, and I had never met him in real life.
Workshop here.
Yeah, and he came over, and we just were chatting for a little bit.
And they're also approachable as well. It's really nice.
Everybody's very nice. Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you for chatting with me.
I'd love to meet you again.
Yes, you too. All right. Bye, everyone.